Coming up on this week's show, we take a look at some pointless, dumb rules that we should be breaking, Steve. So expect to see some trends and some standards get an absolute kicking.
Yes, and also a true insight into some proper full-on speed from the legends Troy Brosnan and Brage Vestovic. We've also got a groovy little product which we spotted online, some awesome Grom skills for sure, and possibly the biggest, gnarliest MTB drop ever.
It's all coming up on the Dirt Shed Show. Yes, welcome to this week's show with me, Martyn Ashton, and look who we've got, Steve Jones.
Yes.
Shrug of the eyes there.
Well, I know what's coming up. I know what the topic's going to be, and I think Martyn is the perfect person to have this conversation with. But
I think I've got
a little bit apprehensive on it.
Let's start with the first rule I think we should be breaking. 26-inch bikes are dead. No, we should break that rule. Because, right, I had a conversation with a guy at Bike Park Wales the other day. He was saying, I can't ride my 26-inch bike I've loved all these years anymore because they're, like, not cool anymore. I was like, hang on a second, the bike's still good.
I think the rule we should be breaking is this cool thing rather than whether the wheels should be cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to come up a couple of times.
Definitely, for sure.
What do you think, Steve?
It's the wheel size thing. I fully agree. Yeah. I mean, you know, motocross, trials. Actually, there's a point. The little wheels on trials bikes. Is that mountain biking?
Oh. Hang on a minute, we're getting off subject here.
Sorry.
Okay, but wheel size. Get me. Well, no, it's not just the wheel size. It's the fact that a bike has gone out of fashion. So now it's not worth anything on eBay. No one likes them. It doesn't look cool. But at the end of the day, the bike still works like it worked when you first got it. It still does the same thing.
Martyn, it's still great. Martyn, it won't be long before the mountain bike industry will reintroduce 26-inch wheels in the same way as they've made categories for everything. Trail, cross-country, enduro, blah, blah, blah. You name it in the middle category. So it won't be long. It won't be long before aluminium's back in trend, steel's back in trend, 26-inch wheels are back in trend. You name it, it'll come back.
Well, that brings me on to another rule I think we should break. Categorising everything.
Yep.
Making up these categories, down country is not a thing.
Well, it is.
It isn't.
It's a fact on the ground. It's a fact on the ground.
It's not.
It's a category. We'll have more categories the better. More things to sell, more excuses for people to buy stuff.
Oh, God. You're going to be difficult today, I know. Right, this one you might be more on board with.
Yeah.
Floppy, flaccid stems on cross-country bikes.
For example?
Nino Schurter's floppy, flaccid stem on his World Championship, World Cup winning bike, which is amazing, but ruined by the floppy flaccidness of his stem. It's awful.
So you're saying he shouldn't be allowed to use that?
It just looks gross, man.
But, I mean, here's a guy who's got his head down and his bum in the air most of the time. Same way as maybe a MotoGP rider's got clip-on handlebars. It's the same thing.
I just don't like, right?
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean you can break the rule, Martyn.
I just don't like it, and I think most people watching the Dirt Shed Show today are going to agree that if you're going to have a negative stem, put some edge on it. We don't want it curved.
Well, maybe.
Floppy.
Well, why is it down there? Should it be that he's made the bike with a shorter head tube in the first place rather than have a floppy stem? I don't know. Maybe you should have a smaller...
the geometry works.
Maybe Nino Schurter should have a 26-inch wheel in the front so you wouldn't have to have a floppy stem.
That's a good idea. I don't know. That's a good idea. Right, next one is no more for more sake. So at the moment we've got 12 by. We don't want Shimano or SRAM to start going down the more for more sake rule. Let's break that rule, stop it, and not have 13 by.
I think
14
I think
by.
not only that.
We don't need it.
I think not only that, Martyn. I mean, it's been a search for more gears in the same way as it's been a search for lighter weight. The mountain bike industry is going to have to lighter weight. It's in everyone's minds. We need a lightweight bike. Well, we don't need lightweight bikes. What we need is good performance bikes, and such things as carbon. Everybody thinks that the carbon bike needs to have the highest end componentry, such as electronic shifting, blah blah blah. What we want is good performance bikes, irrespective of the weight.
Yes,
that's what we need. I think. So, and the materials you can have. you can have a fantastic aluminium bike with great components on it. I mean, if you think about, sorry, I'm rattling on now.
No, I like it.
If you think about it, you can have, if you get an aluminium bike that's painted, there's probably 700 grams of paint on that bike. Strip the paint off and you've got a frame which probably weighs the same as a carbon bike. Sorry.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Well,
roughly,
I mean,
on average.
you touched on my next one there a little bit. These
We laughing at. This is a serious subject.
It is. It's the stubborn mentality towards things like that are coming in that are progress, like ABS brakes.
It's quite funny.
And like e-bikes. We had it with e-bikes, didn't we? It's like we don't want it because it's not mountain biking, but
right.
Some of it is good.
I will be very straight with you guys on ABS braking. I genuinely believe that it's one of the biggest mountain bike inventions since mountain bike was invented. It's not going to be for everybody. I think it's going to be for, it's going to improve the control that a lot of people will get on a mountain bike. If you're riding unseen trails, it'll mean that you're not going like this or going like that because you know what you're doing. There's a performance advantage there of that product. And you're right, people have been a little bit anti-ABS.
Anti-ABS, like they were with e-bikes at the start. So we've got to be less stubborn. We've got to break that rule. Stop being so cool and embrace some of these new things, unless it's more gears, because I've already said I don't want that. What about the fear of etiquette when you're out on the trail? You know when you're out on the trail and you see a jump you want to try, but you're like, oh, I might case it and ruin the landing, and then I'm going to be in trouble. I think we should bin that. It's better that you try the jump, case it. As long as you fix it afterwards, it doesn't matter. And there's lots of that in mountain biking, the sort of untalked about etiquette.
Well,
about what you should and shouldn't do.
Friends on GMBN here, I actually went round the jump at the GMBN event last year and I got no end of stick for it.
Yeah, I can't believe you brought it up, really, Steve.
Well, I did. So much, what the hell is this idiot doing going round the jump for?
Cheating?
Oh, there you go. So you've made a rule yourself.
Yeah, but I couldn't miss the opportunity to have a dig, Steve, because you cheated. We all know it. Let's take a look at it. You're going round the jump. There's clearly a jump there as part of the course. You've gone round the edge of the course.
Maybe I did it deliberately.
Where did you come in that race? Where did you come in that race?
I was actually almost won it.
You almost won it. That's second, isn't it?
Yeah, I only came second because my wheel broke.
You only came second because you went round the jump. If you'd gone over the jump, you'd have placed nowhere. You were slow all the way down.
I'd have placed first if I'd have gone over the jump.
It didn't work
It was
out
a
for you that
social
day.
event.
It was crap.
You're making frickin' rules of yourself. You're making rules. Where's the rule to say you have to go over the jump?
Well, it would have been.
It wasn't a rule.
It would have been implicit in the course build.
Don't implicit me, Martyn.
It would have been implicit in the course build.
No, come on.
Basically, go round this corner. I mean, can you miss corners? I mean, you're picking and choosing.
Well, let's get them straight. You need to make an effort to come to the event next year, rather than move on.
We've got off topic there. The next one I want to talk about, Steve, is using the wrong bike for the wrong thing. Like, you can use any bike for anything. So if you want to do some trials on your full sus trail bike, that's okay. You can break that rule. Do it. Go and learn some trials.
Do you know what? There's a guy called Steve Roberts, lives in West Wales. I met him once at Avon Trail Centre on a 9-inch travel downhill bike doing the trail loop.
Nice. Nice.
There's me thinking, you can't do that, Steve.
Yeah.
Of course you can.
I once rode a cross-country World Cup, cross-country lap, on a 20-inch trials bike with hydraulic brakes and tar on the rims. All the way around a cross-country loop. I actually wore through my whole brake blocks. I had no brake blocks by the end of it.
Can you do the noise again?
That's what an old school trials bike used to have. What's the craziest thing you've ever done on a bike that you shouldn't have done on that bike? Like, it didn't belong?
I think that's the question to these guys, right?
Well, I mean, that's a good question. Let us know in the comments down below, what rules do you think we should be breaking? What stupid rules are in mountain biking? This is the place to talk about it in the comments, and maybe tell us about the times you've broke the rules and done silly things on bikes that were on the wrong course or the wrong obstacle. Who knows? We want to hear them rules, and I've chucked a few rules in today to get a bit contentious.
It comes from the maestro of rule breaking himself, right here.
I don't think I've broke any rules, and Steve, Martyn, the only person we've got evidence of breaking rules is you. Should we see it one more time? I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It wasn't a rule to be broken.
It was implicit in the course design. It's clearly stated. You go over the jumps and round the corners. That's the game they were playing.
Okay.
Right, competition time. Look at this, Steve. You can win Blake's full van build Worx toolkit with all of that. Look at that.
What? Hold up. Are you telling me you can get the cordless drill and the circular saw and the jigsaw and the all of it?
All of that.
Well, hold on a
yes.
minute. I think I'm going to enter that myself.
Right, well,
That's
follow
insane.
the link. Follow the link in the description down below. You can get yourself into that comp. It ends on the 17th of October, so you're running out of time, Steve.
I'm going to do it.
And then we've got 10 hydro shots.
Whoa!
For the runners-up.
Mark, I got to be honest. I love a good hydro shot. I like lime in mine.
That's a different hydro shot.
Right.
But let's go and have one of them now.
Still powerful, all right?
Get entered in that competition. I'll tell you what, while we have a hydro shot, let's take a look at the news.
What's up, everyone? We'll open proceedings this week with a podium catch-up from Crankworx Cairns. The downhill podiums were an all-Aussie affair, with Troy Brosnan taking the win ahead of Connor Fearon and Mick Hanna in the men's. Tracy Hanna just securing the top step, 0.14 seconds ahead of Shana Hearn and 4.3 up on Louise Ferguson. Mick Hanna took the win in the dual slalom event and Jace Cunning in the pump track, whereas it was Caroline Buchanan who took both wins in the women's. The speed and style was won by Harriet Burbage-Smith and Thomas Lemoyne, and Nikolai Rogatkin was back on top for the first time since 2018 in the slopestyle on a very cool new course in Cairns. The new Frox Pro Frame RS has arrived, a new lightweight full face which serves as an update to their original 2017 model. At 820 grams for a size medium, the Pro Frame RS is DH certified with a fidlock strap, lots of ventilation, MIPS Integra, and a BOA retention system. Available in a wide range of colors at a starting price of $359 US. Zero bikes have now got distribution inside Europe with a new facility in the Netherlands. The Kiwi brand of gearbox enthusiasts states that it will be faster, easier, and more cost-effective to get hold of one of their bikes inside the EU now. Atherton Bikes have released the AM130, their new trail bike with, you guessed it, 130mm of rear wheel travel, intended to be run with a 140 fork. There's two RockShox/SRAM builds for £6,600 or £7,800, and the option to go for the 130X model, which will feature a SRAM Fox build and a 150 fork for £7,300. Next year's Cycling World Champs, hosted in Glasgow, will be broadcast by the BBC, which is great news for mountain biking and overall public exposure to cycling on a large scale. Whilst we're on the subject of World Champs though, check this website out. It appears to be for the 2025 UCI World Champs, a series of events which haven't technically been confirmed yet. This website very much reckons they're in Valais, Switzerland, featuring a new XC venue in Crans-Montana, new enduro venue in Leukerbad, and the return of a fan favourite, downhill at Chantey. We may not have to wait that long though, as the website also alludes to a 2024 XC World Cup in Crans and Downhill World Cup on the dreaded hillside. More on this when we hear either way. Obviously, nothing has been officially announced yet, so rumours at this stage. Pauline Ferrand-Pavot has picked up her 4th World Champs jersey of the year, which is incredibly impressive. She won the inaugural 140k gravel World Champs race in a head-to-head sprint against Switzerland's Stina Frey, and is now the only rider ever to win 4 World Champs jerseys in the space of a year, with XC Marathon, XC Olympic, and short track all under her belt as well. The Ineos Grenadiers off-road team tweeted this morning to confirm that PFP will be riding for them alongside Pidcock next year, which would also make her a record breaker as the first woman to ride for Ineos in their short 14-year history. Better late than never, eh? The men's race was won by Belgian rider Gianni Vermeersch. That's it as far as news goes. Let's catch up with Toff for this week's Sickest Thing.
I just want to say shout outs to Matthew for recommending me this one. This week's Sickest Thing is from Jake Byrne called Let It Burn. So Jake's an awesome up-and-coming rider from Western Australia who's living in Queenstown, and oh my days, he's absolutely pinned in this edit. There's some really cool clips in here, such as the super high-speed tyre grab, and he does a back foot knack-knack. I've never seen a back foot knack-knack. Try a one-footer with the wrong foot and you'll see how hard that is. I'm a fan of the filming in this because it's sick to see there's some clips filmed in fisheye. I mean, we see fisheye in skateboarding and snowboarding and stuff, so why not more in mountain biking? And the end is sick. He does this like nose tap, tweak table thing into this catch berm. So rad. As usual, go check out this video, help share it about with your friends, that sort of thing. Let's help this dude out. Right, that's my sickest thing this week. Time to go back to the shed.
Thank you, Tom and Toff. Steve, did you know in the GMBN shop we've got 50% off of our top rated jerseys, this being one of them, our white camo.
I didn't, but I'm pretty sure there's 50% off in the EMBN shop as well.
Wait a minute, you can't come on here and start plugging
I can.
EMBN.
There's no rules, Martyn. You saying you don't want to break all these rules? I can break your rules.
Okay, there is 50% off some really top-rated stuff on EMBN and GMBN.
Off-road. Off-road across the board.
It's all off-road, isn't
It's all off-road.
We're all friends here. We're all friends here. Hacks and bodges! Hacks and bodges! Hacks and bodges, Steve! Here we go. We're into hacks and bodges this week.
This is exactly what I fear coming on this show.
Look at this first one from Jens in Dusseldorf. What do you think of that? Nice little Garmin mount, little alley piece there.
On the track there, the knock block up front.
Yeah, it's a good position. I like that. Would you call that a hack or a bodge?
Well, what I'll say, it's a great idea because on the track, because of the knock block, the handlebar won't come round. It's a perfect place for the Garmin.
It's a great idea.
It's a great idea,
Jens, you are in the running. Next up, we have got...
Oh, what about Jens' dog? He must be in the running too.
Is Jens' dog in there? Oh yeah, just in the background.
Little puppy.
Little trail dog in the background. Well spotted, Steve. Next up, we've got this one from William. Okay, he's making the argument for a chain keeper, okay? Because a couple of weeks ago, we had one of these on the dirt shed, and we were like, actually, do you really even need one of those? But he's saying, in this little slide mount for his bike in his van, it's a great idea because it keeps the chain off of his nice slide system. It's very neat.
Yeah, the thing is, if you don't oil your chain, you haven't got the problems. You'll have a dry chain, it won't mark things.
Oh, so it's a bit down marked, okay? So William, you might be struggling here this week. See, it's bodge.
Is it on me?
Oh, you're deciding the winner. You're
Okay,
giving away
right.
a GMBN race top to the winner.
I mean, that's perfect for cleaning the oil off a chain, right?
How dare you, Steve? Right, next up, we have got, I like this one a lot. This is really cool. Okay, so Simon on his Cannondale Jekyll, so he's something of a genius already. Basically, his car didn't start.
I see where you went to that. I see where you're going with that.
Needed to get his son to school on time. So basically, he made a quick kiddie ride system. He taped a seat to his top tube, had some straps hanging from the handlebars.
And giddy up time.
Off
It
he
is
went.
giddy up.
He said it worked perfectly. I like that one a lot.
I think Jens and the giddy up man is close.
Let me just remind you again that Simon's on a Cannondale Jekyll.
Yeah, can you say that again?
Cannondale Jekyll.
Okay,
and he's taking his son to school on it, so that's pretty cool. But you could go in with Jens.
Jens or the Cannondale man?
Which one are you picking, Steve? We're giving a race top to the winner this week. This guy's chaos.
I think.
Come on. Who are you giving it to? Jens, William, or Simon?
I think Jens myself.
Jens, well done, Jens. You've won. We're all really happy that you're getting this race top. It's on its way to Dusseldorf.
Okay. Oh, you want a Cannondale. You want a Cannondale. Sorry,
Simon. I tried my best for you.
Simon, the giddy up is awesome. I love the giddy up. Martyn, tell you what. Look, Simon, here you go. One for you too.
Amazing. Two tops. We're breaking the rules.
Yeah, breaking the rules.
Great stuff. If you've got a hack or a bodge, make sure you send it into the GMBN uploader, and you could be on the show next week, maybe winning another race top. Who knows how many you're going to give out. Right, it's time for Caption Contest. Look at this lovely photo. We've got Steve Jones.
Sorry to tell him, Martyn, we've cancelled the Caption Contest this week.
No, we're doing it. We're doing it, Steve. We're doing it. You're looking fine in your funny outfit there. I'm not really sure what you're doing.
That is at the TQ factory out in Munich. They're the guys that make the motor for the all-new Track Fuel EXE.
Oh, sorry, I just dropped off while you were telling that story. Let's take a look at the captions we got for that photo. It's your chance to win a stunt mug, the unbreakable stunt mug.
Is it unbreakable, Martyn?
First
is
caption
it unbreakable?
From Colin Olsen, and he says, most common proctologist MTB injury, using the new dropper post before installing the saddle. Ooh,
okay, and South African Ant in Bahrain. Is this correct pronunciation? Great Scott Marty. Is that correct?
No.
How would you say it?
It's Great Scott Marty, 121 gigawatts. This new battery will take us back to 1985. It's a Back to the Future reference.
And then Grant Welch, trying out the new muck-off suppository. It's not going to break, Martyn.
Steve, who are you giving the mug to this week? Is it Colin, is it South African Ant in Bahrain, or Grant Welch?
I'm the biggest mug, thinking you're going to break that one day.
Award someone the prize, Steve. I'm sending it.
Colin Olsen.
Right, let's take a look at some things we like this week. First up, look at Troy Brosnan here. How fast is this kid going? Oh my God, Steve, look at him. He's absolutely hauling. And Brage Vestovic as well. Some quick boys there.
Brage is super stylish.
Very cool,
I mean,
very cool.
What a rider.
Yeah.
What an insane rider.
I like this groovy little product, Air Assistant.
I like this a lot.
It's good, isn't it?
I like this a lot.
So basically, you can put these on your valves and then you can basically see the pressure of your tyres on the mobile phone app. Good, isn't it?
It's awesome. I really like it a lot.
Cool little product. Next up, some awesome Grom skills. Look at this little dude.
I'd like to know what bike it is, but that's insane.
A big jump,
that's hats off, Mark. That's so
very
cool.
Good. Very good.
So cool.
I like that a lot, and I love this. This is probably the biggest
Martyn?
MTB drop ever done.
Do you remember that?
Landed.
Do you remember the James Bond film?
Yes.
Nobody does better. Going off the cliff.
Yeah.
What was it called? Spy Love Me.
Makes you feel bad for the
Amazing.
rest,
I wouldn't want to do that, would you?
No, I'm scared, but I like how he rides it out.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't do that. I'm not into base jumping, but I like it. It's very cool. Good little advert there for. Was it Jameis? He's on there. Is it Jameis?
James Bond.
Jameis Bond.
Sorry.
Well done. That was very good. Right, let's take a look at what's coming up on the channel this week. Got some great stuff coming up on the channel this week, but Steve's here from EMBN. So Steve, what can we look forward to coming from you guys on the electric bike channel?
Actually, lots now on, we talked about earlier, ABS braking.
Oh,
yeah, a few months ago we were out in Verbier, so kind of got a video coming out today on the nitty gritty of just what ABS braking is all about and where's the best place to use it.
Like it. Let's take a look at that after you've seen this show, of course. I tell you what I want to promote coming out on GMBN this week. Little video where I teach Anna how to bunny hop. That's a good one. We all need to know the bunny hop, so make sure you check that one out. All that stuff coming up out on GMBN and EMBN this week, so don't miss it. It's time for the Bike Vault, and we are starting up with, we've got William here with his Trek /8 in Hamilton Market. What do you think of that, Steve? Nice colour, sort of Yeti colour.
It's a nice colour.
Yeah.
It's a nice colour.
Nice colour. What are you giving that? What are you giving that? It's a lovely build.
I'm going to let you give that because I'm actually got focused on the next shot.
I think this is a super nice. I like it a lot.
Just to clarify here, we talking about the bikes, the photographs.
Bikes.
So this next one is Aaron on a new Proof Scout in Avon.
Great shot.
South Wales. I think that's a great shot. And some fantastic attention to detail there, Matt, on this Scout. I'm going to give. I think that's deserved of a super nice.
Super nice. Nice. Next up, we've got a Yeti, but not in Yeti colour.
In
nice
Winged Deer.
Stealth. Nice.
Tennessee.
Stealth from Devon.
That's nice in Tennessee.
From Devon.
Okay, or from Devon. From Devon in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Not from Tennessee and Devon. No. Anyway, what do you think of the water bottle mount at the front of the down tube there?
Oh my God, I've only just noticed that.
I think it's suspect.
Oh no, you can't put a water bottle there, Devon.
Well, Devon can put a water bottle wherever he wants.
That's the first Yeti, because that water
Devon,
bottle.
if you want to put the water bottle there, you put it there.
No.
Don't let Martyn Ashton tell you what you can and cannot do.
Steve,
you break the rules, Devon.
Steve, this is the first Yeti, I think, to not get a super nice because of where Devon's put that bottle. Devon, what have you done? What have you done?
I'm shocked, Martyn. I'm shocked. Shocked.
Nice.
Shocked.
It's a nice. Next up, we've got.
Ooh, that's really nice.
Corey's
Ferrum LV145 in Boulder, Colorado. I mean, that's only going one way, Martyn. That's a super nice, right?
Super nice. Next up, we have got. I like this one. This is Scott Scale for Rod.
It looks like it's got one of those flaccid stems on it.
Oh no, it's not quite flaccid. It's a semi. It's a semi on his South Downs Way ride on the Devil's Dyke. That's super nice, isn't it?
I tell you what super nice is this next shot.
I've got one of them. That is from Mika. Yes, a Batak hybrid. So basically, that's a front wheel and hand bike control that clicks onto the front of your wheelchair.
That has got to be
What a shot!
That's an awesome. Thing is, that's an awesome shot. Right?
Super nice.
Amazing. Oh, look at this! Richard and Marin Pine Mountain, Alberta.
Trail dog.
That's actually one of my favourite bike vault shots on both GMBN and EMBN, I think.
Ever?
I think so. I think it's great.
It's all things. It's all things. Great one from Richard. Congratulations, super nice.
Sing
Next up, we've got Gareth's.
Page 67.
He's 67. Is that a good whip, Steve?
A good whip.
A good whip.
Where'd you get that word from? It's not a
I
whip,
was
it's a
trying to- I saw-
freaking bike.
As I said it, I regretted it. I was trying to be
You
cool.
you regretted it, didn't you?
Yeah, I was trying to
You
be
regretted a
cool,
lot of
and
things today, haven't you?
I
You've regretted coming
failed
here.
miserably.
You're regretting breaking the unbreakable cup. Whatever
really
next.
regret that. Next up, Gareth, yours is a nice. Next up,
You
we have
anchor.
got
This is quite different, Mark, I have to
Ooh.
say. Huh?
Giant Trance. It is.
What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I'm not laughing at anything. I'm not laughing at anything. White tyres, Steve. What do you think of white tyres?
I
man? What
like
do you think
white
about that?
tyres.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you've got yourself.
I've just got it! I've just got it! What an idiot! I'm literally, the penny's just dropped. The penny's just dropped. Sorry, that took me fucking 2 minutes to realise that.
Super nice. I think we're out of the bike vault for today. It's been a nice little lineup. Thank you for watching the Dirt Shed Show. It's been a great one. Steve, you're welcome back anytime.
I can't anymore. I'm not coming back again.
Please make sure you subscribe to GMBN. Give us a like on the video. It means more mountain bikers will see this video, including people like this idiot. And until next week, it's goodbye from me. And it's...
Keep breaking the rules.
from Steve. See you later.